One of the more exciting crypto projects recently is called Sei. Let's find out how it works. Today's guest, Jay Jog, can help explain it. Jay, welcome to Open Source.
Hello, Bobby. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, I've been hearing about you guys for a long time, and I'm very excited to get right into the details. Okay, so you guys are a layer one, right? And you compare pretty favorably to Ethereum, is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
separates you from something like Ethereum? Is it like speed? Is it security? Like what's the deal?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you think about the history of blockchains, there's basically three generations of blockchains. The first generation was Bitcoin. So Bitcoin really basically brought the proof of concept of what a blockchain is to the industry. Before then, the concept of a blockchain didn't exist. The issue with Bitcoin is that it's very limited in the number of things you can do on it. You can essentially only send and receive tokens on it. So then there was the second generation of blockchains like Ethereum that came about. So what's really special about Ethereum is this idea of the smart contract. So without getting too technical about it, it basically lets you do whatever you want to on the blockchain instead of only sending and receiving tokens. So this was a total game changer a decade ago. Everyone was like, holy, like this just completely changes what you can really build. And it was really special when it came out. So people started building a bunch of stuff on it. And what eventually became clear is that Ethereum doesn't really allow too many people to interact on that blockchain. Ethereum does not support high throughput, is one way of saying it. And throughput is basically how many transactions per second you're able to support on that chain. So this led to the third generation of blockchains, which takes this idea of smart contracts and makes it just extremely, extremely high performance. So what you can think of is that Sei takes what the EVM built, what Ethereum built with the Ethereum virtual machine, and we just turbocharge that. So we're able to get right now with Sei Giga around a 4,000x improvement over what Ethereum L1 is able to offer. So it just completely changes.
4,000x, so you're 4,000 times as fast as Ethereum.
4,000x greater throughput, that's exactly right. So it's a total game changer in terms of how much you're able to actually do on that ecosystem. And that's why I'm extremely excited, because one of the things that has really prevented crypto adoption from going mainstream, it's just really, really difficult to be getting transactions in on Ethereum. Like what you see happening is gas fees start to spike. It suddenly costs $100 to get a transaction in. So that's what we're focused on, taking the EVM and scaling it. And that is our kind of mission in North Star.
Okay, and what about gas fees? Like how expensive is it, especially if you're 4,000 times as fast? Are you 4,000 times as expensive?
We're substantially cheaper with gas fees. So right now with the Sei Giga roadmap, our goal is to get up to 5 gigagas per second. So as I mentioned, it's substantially higher throughput. What this also allows us to do, if people are able to get in their transactions, then suddenly you can make it much cheaper for people to be operating on the blockchain. So it can cost less than a penny, maybe even hundreds of a cent to include transactions.
So is it also a question of users? Because I know that there's, Ethereum spikes also, like when everybody's using it, gas fees go up, like it's more congested. Have you guys fixed that problem? Are you going to lose speed as you scale? Like what's the deal there?
No, yeah. So essentially, if you kind of take a step back, the one biggest thing that we built up conviction around is that the EVM, which is the Ethereum virtual machine, is here to stay. So that's what Ethereum introduced around a decade ago. And basically every crypto native developer right now is an EVM developer. So the question becomes, what is wrong with the EVM? And the two biggest points of friction are that, first of all, gas fees really degrade the user experience. And secondly, having this like 20 transaction per second kind of environment, it really makes it difficult for developers to build interesting applications. So when you're able to scale the EVM, when you're able to help bring that 4,000x improvement to what Ethereum offers, you suddenly unshackle developers as well. So people can now start building Web2 types of applications and just bringing them entirely on chain. So a couple of examples here would be Google. Google needs 100,000 transactions per second. It's not able to support anything like that on Ethereum or any other blockchain that's there on the market right now. They'd suddenly be able to bring something like that and have it work on Sei Giga. Another example here would be NASDAQ. Needs 20,000 orders that it processes each second. Can't do that anywhere on the market right now, but you would be able to do that with Sei Giga.
I mean, look, what you're building is fantastic. You guys have a great reputation. Obviously, the speed's important, especially as we scale, as Web3 gets more pervasive. I've got Jay Jog here, open source.